Welcome to the Towers Antebellum Mansion in Natchez, Mississippi. I am Ginger Hyland and I'm the owner of the Towers along with my husband James. We live here full-time year-round on this property of almost 5 acres with ancient oak trees, extensive lawns, and beautiful flowers, and a wonderful home that was built over 3 time periods. It was 1798 that the first part of the mansion was built, a time when there was very little money in Natchez, and so the houses were very simple. By 1826, the central portion of the house was built, and finally in 1858, a man from the north by the name of Chamberlain came down, and he's the one that put the Italianate front on the house that has third-story rooms on either side of the front of the mansion. We have wonderful tours here at the Towers. We have decorative arts tours year-round. We have paranormal tours talking about ghostly things that happen here at the Towers. And at Christmas time, we decorate the house with thousands of pieces of vintage costume jewelry, and that's called a jeweled Christmas at the Towers. But it's our decorative arts that I started doing years ago when I lived in California and has become my specialty here at the Towers. We have wonderful antiques in the different rooms, unusual collections that you will rarely see anywhere else outside of museums, and things that I've been amassing now for about 45 years. This is the blue parlor and probably my favorite room in the entire house. It has wonderful drapery treatments. It has scalamandre silk on the walls and antique laces on the windows. This room features French tambour shears and grand furniture by John Henry Belter, who in my opinion was the finest of all the Victorian American furniture makers. As we look throughout this room and the other rooms in the house, we're going to see wonderful glass pieces. This is something that I have specialized in, is antique glass. This room has an elegance about it, especially in the evening, just before the lights begin to go into twilight outside. The Burgundy guest bedroom is a wonderful room. We did the wallpaper in here and the crown moldings, the bed treatment and the window treatments. We feature a wonderful Swiss net applique lace on the windows in this room. And included are a number of things that were a part of everyday life back then, things that we haven't even heard about today, chatelaines and nappy holders and kinds of instruments, skirt lifters that you just don't see today. They're charming, and it's wonderful to take a look at an item like this and wonder what it is and then find out what it was used for 170 years ago. The portrait next to the bed is of my mother when she was 18 years old. The music parlor is decorated in green and gold, 2 of my favorite colors and my favorite in combination. This has absolutely beautiful laces in here, Swiss net applique from 1890, and most of the furnishings are by J&J Meeks out of New York and laminated rosewood. This room has special pieces in here, collections that are rarely seen, collections that have no books on them, and you have to find the world's leading experts to find out about them and where to find them. And so 45 years of my life have been spent putting together things that you won't see in any of these other houses. We have lived at the Towers now for about 12 years, restoring it inside and out. We've put in the beautiful fountain that's out in the front of the house, the decorative fence along the road. We've cleaned out the giant oak trees, some of which are over 300 years old, put a wonderful courtyard in the back, closed in the back gallery for events, and on the inside restored the house with wonderful antique furniture, antique laces, fabrics on the wall, and collections that are terribly rare and terribly interesting. It's been a wonderful experience, and now we're sharing it by having tours about decorative arts, about having tours more for fun, decorative arts and the paranormal, because yes, there have been things going on in this house, and then the jeweled Christmas. So it's a place to come visit not once, not twice, but hopefully you'll come often.